dropping things. Hello, friends. I'm just waiting a little bit. I haven't done a thrifting haul with you guys in a while, so I thought I would come on here and show you what I have gotten recently. There's not a ton, but there's some fun things that I have found. Some of these items will be in my online shop on Instagram. It's at My Creative Days Shop, if you can find it there. We asked here if you would want me to do a shop here, and there wasn't like an overwhelming you would want a shop here, so we have just kind of left it on Instagram. If that changes, I would definitely try it, but for right now, we just have the shop on Instagram. So, sorry, I'm getting a message. So you can head over there and check out the shop page to see what will be on there. We add new things every Wednesday. And there are a few things still available over there, so it's kind of fun. So I get to shop for myself and for other people, which makes it a lot more fun because I find things a lot of times, and if I don't have room for them, but I hate to leave them there, but now it gives me an excuse to not leave them there. So I will just go ahead and start sharing what I've recently found. So this story, I'm telling you, if you have not gone, if you can see me and hear me, will you let me know? Give me a hello. Let me know if you've been thrifting. Let me know if you like to thrift. Just tell me something in the comments. So all of these things were from thrift stores. I was thinking, is there anything, not at a yard sale or restore recently, but so fall's coming up and I'm already trying to plan some things for fall and some content ideas. And I saw some projects with these. Whoa. So they're just like these half pumpkins. And so I kind of had them in the back of my mind and I thought maybe I could do something with those. And so I was going to get some, not kidding, brand new at the thrift store. I found 2 of them. So I'm telling you that happens more often than not for me. And I always laugh because it's so fun when that happens. I will be at Target shopping or somewhere else shopping and really like something, but not really get it. And then I'll walk into a thrift store or I'll see something very similar or the same thing at a yard sale and it makes my day. So another thing I found too, these are from Amazon and I love the color and the texture. So they're super soft too. So I will be doing something with these for fall. I'm always look like in the wreaths, in the kind of the greenery area at your thrift stores because you will find so much stuff that you can, because this stuff, it can be expensive, especially, if you wanted to do a fall wreath or something, or just put this in a vase, obviously that would be better. But to do a fall wreath, you usually need a couple of things. And so the price just goes up. So this kind of stuff I'm always looking for at thrift stores, and it doesn't matter the season. So if you're going into Christmas and you see a great spring wreath, pick it up because next spring you'll be thankful that you did. So you're not scrambling to find things to do for that season and having to pay retail for them. I love old things like this. So we have done so many projects with things like this. This is an old hook, obviously. We have made lights out of these types of things. This one's kind of cool too. But these just in a jar or laying in like a dish, I'll show you kind of a dish. They're really cool. But they're useful too, functional. And they've just got the best patina. Oh, they're so good. They reproduce these things, to make them look old. And this, like I'm sure if you go kind of like in a Hobby Lobby, you can find them on Amazon, but these are I love this kind of stuff. They're great to use for projects. These I will always pick up, and I found a pair of them. They are different heights. I love wood vases. I was looking up above me. There's none in there. I do have them in the living room. And wood candlesticks. So once I get all my fall stuff out, which I know some people are not wanting fall or thinking about fall yet, but I always am. And so I just love fall. And we kind of do things earlier, but I have more of these. I just can't remember how many. So for these, they're great to put pumpkins on top. Obviously candles are amazing, but they're really cute with pumpkins on top. So I'm hoping to do something with these on the mantle if I don't put them in the shop. I just can't remember how many of these I have, and if they're like this or not. So I might have to hold off. Then I cannot believe I found this. You guys. So I've seen these called elephant bells. I have also seen them just called claw bells. This thing, it's massive. I mean, it is huge. It's just the best sound. But anyway, any brass bells, when I find them, I pick them up. So yeah, this thing is massive, massive, massive. I couldn't believe I found this. And okay, here's another funny story. So I was in the thrift store. This was last week. And so I had kind of walked through the store, and I went a different way than I normally do. I know that kind of sounds funny, but I usually have a route. And so I didn't find anything. And I just thought it was odd. You know, not that I have to walk out with anything at all. It's just usually you find something that you think is interesting, but I literally found nothing. And I'm walking out the door to leave, and I'm like, wait a minute, you missed that whole section, this whole section that I usually go to kind of first. And it was just, there were a lot of people, and there were workers and staff in there. And so I just went a different way just to kind of work around them. I didn't have a ton of time, so I was trying to get through it fast. And so I said, wait, you didn't go through those end cap aisle areas. And so I went over there and found like 3 or 4 things, and the other things sold last week in the shop. But I was like, so check every aisle, every little end cap, every shelf. I mean, I know all thrift stores look different, but I went over there, and on one end cap shelf, I'm calling it an end cap because it was on the end of an aisle. I found all these things. It was amazing. So just check all your shelves and it's still to this day, I've been doing this for how long? It still happens. I'm going to forget this name, and I looked it up. There is a name for these. So it's USA. I love this kind of stuff stamped on the bottom. I can't remember the name at all. There's a name for this stuff. And I am drawing a blank. But this is a really pretty red color. Again, perfect for fall. You can put greenery in it, Scrabble letters in it, actually use it for creamer. So I grabbed that. And then Matt was with me, and this was inside. So this was a cart that hadn't been brought out yet. And so he was with me, and he was kind of looking in this cart thing, and I grabbed this, and he didn't see it. So I grabbed this, and they are vintage old binoculars that actually work really well. So I think he wants to keep these. I'm kind of holding these kind of awkwardly, but so yeah, he was using them the other day, and he's like, these work pretty good. We kind of have a creek down at the end of our street, and so he was using them for that. But so I thought those were really cool. And then I have to see if he's really going to keep those. Don't know for sure yet. And then, okay, I love this stuff. Look at the color of this glass. Is this not perfection? And I actually just bought something from West Elm that are pumpkins that are supposed to kind of be this color or clear. They might be clear. They looked green, but yeah, this is, again, I was kind of walking out a final aisle as I was making my way out, and this was on one of the shelves. So I had nothing else in my hands. I was leaving. This was a different store. And then I found this. So, and these now, like reproduction of these are in the stores now, different sizes, different shapes. So check your thrift stores, because you're going to save, oh my gosh, I need to get rid of this. You're going to save a lot of money. You'll get the exact same look for a lot less money. So that makes me happy. This is hard. I love brass, especially in the fall. Look at this. Okay, so it's like this. Initially, I thought maybe you hang it up, but you don't. It's like this tray, if you can see this. wouldn't this be amazing with like ivory colored candles during the fall? Oh, you could put some pine cones or something down in here, acorns, and then you could do it for Christmas. I love this thing, but like I said, some of these things are going to be in my shop on Instagram at My Creative Days Shop. Wednesday, we put new things in the shop, usually around 3 p.m. CST. So here, I did find some good things. Look at these. Oh, these old brushes. Oh my gosh. And most of them, yeah, they're still soft. This one's a little, but I think it is that way. Just the bristles are, I love the patina. They're just old brushes. Oh my gosh. Cream colored pumpkins. Susan, hello. I can see people. Susan, she said cream colored pumpkins. In this tray, yes. A bowl full of, yes. That would be really pretty too. It's not huge, but it's just perfect. It's just perfect. Okay, and this, it kind of makes me sad, but, so this, can you see, it's a wood box. Look at this. So when I opened it, I'm going to be super careful. Why was I thinking there was like okay, hang on one second. So it looks like this inside, and then there are these, they're double-sided, right? Do you guys know what this is yet? Both sides, something different. So it is, can you guys see this? It is a wood, it's an old wood block puzzle. So some of these, it must have been in an attic, got hot. They've come off. But I still, just for the box alone and the wood blocks, I mean, you could definitely go through and put these together. It's just so cool. I mean, where do you find these kinds of puzzles? So, it's just like a little treasure. So this will, just a second, let me take my time to just shut this right. So yeah. If you didn't want to use it, you could keep there we go, it's shut. You could just use the box as is too. You could just leave it like this, shut, and have this in the back of a shelf on just for display too, or just use the box. You could take the wood blocks out, but the box is really cool. And it's got all the blocks in there, and I'm not sure if it's got all the pieces of the artwork on it for the things, but. And then the last two things I found. So any vintage wool blankets, plaid wool blankets. If you have watched any of my stories when I am inside a Home Goods, what is it about the plaid blankets? Like I'm just drawn to it. So when I can find the real deal, these are so cool for fall. Just folded up and stacked up, somewhere or in a basket. I think they look really cool in the back of your car for like a picnic. Really cool. And then I shared this on Instagram and in my story, and in my story. So it would have pushed over to here. So I don't know if you saw it or not, but this one. So when I saw it's houndstooth, right? Am I saying that right? Anyway, so I saw this just hanging there. I had to go over to it. Do you guys know what this is? It's my first one I've ever found. It's a vintage Pendleton wool blanket. I was super excited about. I've never found one. I love them. Even like the newer ones from them are so cool. So this was a really lucky find. And I think that's it. We did go to a sale this last weekend. If you caught my stories, I did get a little table that I will be making over. Maybe I'll do that live here on Facebook. And I got some cool rusty things to put in the yard. You could put the two things in your house too, or in an entry would be really cool. But I shared those in stories. Those are outside right now. But I did get those things as well. But, okay. Tell me what's your favorite thing that I shared today. I would love to know. Now that I can see I'm actually talking to people, there are people here. What are your favorite finds? Kelly asks, when do you start your decorating for fall? I wanted to start it Friday, but some schedules got moved around. So I don't know, maybe I'll start it this weekend or Monday afternoon or Tuesday. It's early, but I have to do it early to just for content and things to share. So you love thrifting, love to hear it. Des Moines is here. Hello, Carla. Okay, I don't know, how do I get rid of these people that are, when do you start? So when do you guys start? Do you guys, how do I get rid of these? Oh, well, we'll get rid of those people when I get off. Do you guys decorate for fall? I'm not I don't do a ton of stuff, but it is just kind of fun to change things up. I get bored easily, and so it's just fun to kind of change things up for fall. The puzzle's your favorite. That puzzle, it's so cool. Even though it's not, it's still, that will be in the shop. That will be in the shop tomorrow for sure. And I know the brass tray will be in the shop tomorrow. And I know the creamer will be in the shop tomorrow. I'm thinking the amazing rustic hooks will be in the shop tomorrow. So those are some of the things that'll be in the shop tomorrow. The large bottle, isn't that so cool? I love the large bottle too. It's so cool. The color is just so good. This is the kind of, when we find sea glass like this, when we're on Lake Michigan, we think we hit the jackpot, right? Because it's so fun to find and look for. The blankets, aren't they really cool? They are. And they're not that easy to find. Sometimes you can find, here, look at estate sales. If you have estate sales in your area, look at those for old wool blankets. And my grandpa, he took a nap every day, and he always had the old, the wool. He had this one, and I don't know if my sister got it or my cousin got it, but I think it was orange and brown or something. If I saw it again, I'd know it, but that's what he slept with. It didn't even cover him fully. It was his shins to the middle of his chest or something, but he slept with that every day on the couch. So just like those estate sales, they have, that you will find these, why is that lighting looking so funny on my, you'll find these wool blankets. And definitely look, because they may have some Pendleton ones. The large bottle, the throws, yes. North Carolina, we need some rain and I just say rain, not storms. That derecho last year was so bad. No storms, just some rain. I would put something very light in that bottle. I have a white home and it would look lovely. Yes, Susan, that would be really, really, really pretty. Really pretty. The candlesticks, yes, those are really cool. I like the wood, like the detail, and they're pretty cool. I'm sure these were something like Threshold from Target maybe, but a lot less expensive from the thrift store. Oh, yep. She missed I will show you the tag. It's like a green, it's like an army green color and yellow, and there's some orange in it in this blanket. So she missed the brand, but I'll just show you the tag. I could just tell you, but it's Pendleton. Oh, great. See, it's that glare. It's like it wants to wash out. It's a Pendleton blanket. So let's see. Did I get through everybody? I think I did. Okay, so are these videos, what we're trying to do at Team My Creative Days is trying to figure out what you guys want to see, and without you guys engaging and letting us know what you want to see more of, and we don't know. And so we just had a team meeting today, and we were kind of just talking about it, and I thought, I knew I was going to come on and do this thrifting haul with you guys because they're fun. But I just want to ask you, if you guys could, if you're watching on replay or watching now, tell me the things that you guys love to see on our page. Thrifting hauls, thrifting shopping trips. Is it videos like home decor videos? Is it painting videos? Is it pretty pictures of home decor? And you don't have to pick just one. Tell me if there's 15 things you like to see. We would love to hear it. So definitely, please, that would just help us. I just want to know what you guys want to see more of. So as we're moving through fall and Christmas and then into the next year, I just want to make sure that we're putting the things out that you guys really enjoy seeing. So please tell me, because it just helps me make sure that I'm putting out the content that you guys want to see. And it just helps the algorithm, and because they're so hard to fight, and and I shouldn't say fight, but they're just hard to, you have to jump through hoops every time they change something, and they change something all the time. And so it's just easy to come to the source and ask you guys what you want me to do more of, what we can do more of, all those things. Our first class, Flipping with Lindsay, is coming out September 8th. I have talked about it a little bit here and in other videos, so we're super excited about that. We've been working on that all summer, so that will be available. That will be coming up. You'll be seeing more about that coming up. And so engage on those posts too, please. I mean, even if you're not, somebody that wants to flip furniture or does, if you know somebody, tag them, share it. It just helps us so much. If you can do that, that would be great. The videos after you go thrifting. So my thrifting hauls, yes, that's great. These are so fun. I love to share what I find and why I pick them up. And so I will definitely do those. Some weeks, I wish it was like this every week, but some weeks I don't find anything. And you can always check the shop on Instagram at My Creative Day Shop. So we're always putting stuff in there every week. So there are new things in there every week. So my son has been helping me with that shop, and now they're going back to school. And so I'm hoping that I can keep it up and it's still doable, but I love the thrifting finds and love seeing how you use them. Okay. Yes. That's why when I say, this is why I picked this up and this is how it would be great. So that's good to know that those tips and how I would use these things are helpful and you want to see those. So that's great. That's great to know. Annie says, I also love seeing how you stylize your finds. Your painting videos are great too. You and your husband are too cute when you do a video. I need to tell Matt this. I'm like, Matt, you need to do these videos with me. He is so funny. He is just so funny when he does videos, especially when we're doing like a DIY video. And I will want to go live and I'll say, this is my idea. I think we could do this and this. And he's always like, I don't know if it's going to work. And I said, that's the stuff that I want to put out because that's how we learned. That's how we learn how to put these things together. But I also don't want to be on there trying to figure out something, for a half an hour, while you guys are on here watching. But I think those would be fun videos as we're trying to, like we just finished this project. If you saw this, can't remember if we put it up on Instagram or Facebook yet. So I found an amazing table a while ago, and it's been here in our living room, and it's been sitting all by itself, keeping to itself. And a couple of people in the house were playing ball or something, and it got tipped over, and so two of the legs broke. And so it was still, I could use it as a table, but the sides wouldn't come up anymore because the other legs were what kept it up, and it just wasn't as sturdy. So you'd set like a glass on there or something, and it just wasn't as sturdy as a table anymore. So I wanted to repurpose as much of the table as I could. So these are two separate legs from the table. And so I was talking to Matt and I said, as we were taking it apart, I said, if you put it like this, you can make kind of like a sign. And so I said, let's go live and it did take us some finagling and figuring it out. So, but we were able, let me show you. So we just cut a piece of board, and now this is Chalkature too. And I posted this on Instagram. It should be on Facebook. If not already, it should be on soon, how we did this. But so then this is how it is now. You know what I mean? Just a sign. So it could sit on a tabletop. It could sit down, in front of a mantle or something. This is if you get it wet and wipe it off, you can change it up for Christmas or whatever. You can do anything with it. But I also, so I love projects like that. So even when you're rescuing furniture and, something doesn't work out, or the makeover doesn't work out, or two kids want to play ball in the house and break some legs, try and figure out ways to use the other pieces. So there's a little drawer that went in there, and you can use drawers for so many things, so that will be used. But the tabletop became something else, and I will be sharing that soon. It turned out really cool. It was just a way to repurpose that whole table and not just have to throw it in the dumpster or, you know, have it go to the landfill. So those kinds of projects, repurposing projects, we love those. Just trying to figure out ways to upcycle great wood pieces or great, what, you know, things that you find or broken tables is always fun. So, anyway, so he was helping me do that video. I'm like, why was I going there? Why did I go this? So he's good. He's nervous that he won't have it all together if he goes on video. So I'm like, you just need to do it more often. It's okay. It's okay. So Carla says, agree, thrifting finds are the best. Okay. Susan, I absolutely love thrifting. I need to make time to do it more. Yes. If you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're running to the bank and the thrift store's next door, you just need 5 or 10 minutes. Just kind of run through there quick. Hello in Ireland. Thank you so much. Ireland, that's so awesome. Easel, so cool. Hello in New Mexico. Yeah, thank you, Susan, for sharing. Thank you. I shared your video. If any of these videos or anything you see on my page are inspiring or helpful, or you think of somebody as you see something, please share it. That helps me a huge. So thank you so much, Sharon. Anytime you share anything, it's like, oh my gosh, if I could give you, it's a big hug, virtual hug from me to you, because it's just that's so helpful for any pages that you follow, not just mine, anybody on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever, whenever you're sharing, it's so helpful. It just tells them that, okay, this is what they like to see, or it just lets them know. So thank you so much. Bonnie, antique vintage Christmas. Yep, there will be some of that. There will definitely be some of that. I don't know if you're talking about in the shop, but like my vintage Santa mugs, those will come out every year. But there are some vintage Christmas stuff that will be in the shop closer to Christmas. Hello from Connecticut. Sherry, love your painting and furniture tips too. That makes me happy because it's what's changed our lives. And so putting together this course, I'm just so excited about it. We're going to be able to help so many people. So I'm so happy about it. I'm just so excited about it. Okay. Is there any other questions? Anything else I can answer? I know I was coming on to share my latest thrifting adventures with you and finds, but I just kind of wanted to mention too how important it is for when you guys engage, when you're commenting, liking, and sharing all those things. They're so important to people who are spending our hours, who have a team behind them that are spending their hours trying to create this stuff for you guys. So it's so helpful. I appreciate it so much. The algorithm has been no good here on Facebook over the last few weeks. So we were just kind of brainstorming this morning on our team call. And so yeah. I live in Pennsylvania. Wish I lived closer to come to your shop. You don't have to live here. It's all online, Susan. So I'm shipping the items to people in the US. So I'm shipping all the items. If you live local, obviously, I'm not shipping them to you. You can just pick them up, but you don't have to live local. So I'm shipping the items. So that is good for you. Good. So you can check it out. Okay. Any other questions or anything? I don't want to. I'll just wait a few more minutes. Hopefully I will bring that table in. Oh my gosh, Carla. Hi, from Texas, went to college in Cedar Rapids. Mount Mercy. Where did you go? Hello from the UK. Hello, Donna. Kirkwood, could be Kirkwood too. So I think I will work on that table that I got this last weekend. It's a really cool, it almost looks like I thought for sure it was a piano bench, but it's wider. So then I'm like, I think it's a table, but it's got some really cool detail, kind of like a scalloped edge on the front and some like wood details on the front that right now it is so, Carla, yes. It is so dark. Dark. the stain on it is so dark. And so those things kind of get lost. So as soon as I put some paint on them, it's going to look really, you're just going to see all those details so much better. So if the painting videos are helpful, I did one last week live on Instagram. I share all those videos here too, but I will kind of go live with the table on Facebook this time and kind of show you guys that. So, okay, I think that's it. I know people get on later, but there's always a lag. So if I missed your question, I will get back to it. I will see these. If you're on replay, leave me a question. Let me know what your favorite item was that I shared today. And then again, let me know what you like to see and what we need to do more of, because that's what we're here. We're here to serve you guys. So yeah, okay. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will check back in later this week.